the chef single-handedly captured a tank with just an axe. Just moments ago, the chef had been preparing dinner for his comrades when he noticed a strange tank approaching from the distance. At first, he didn't pay much attention, thinking only of the feast he was planning for the evening. Suddenly, he realized the tank was adorned with a black swastika, the emblem of the German forces, and he quickly took cover behind a hill. The German tank began firing at the camp. After confirming there were no survivors, it continued to move forward, only to be drawn back to the smoking stove, which it promptly crashed into, destroying the chef's carefully prepared dinner. Seeing his hard work ruined and food scattered everywhere, the chef was furious. He grabbed his axe and charged at the tank. Enraged, the chef climbed onto the tank and began pounding it with his axe, shouting all the while. The German soldiers inside had no idea what was happening and dared not emerge from the tank. The chef continued his assault, smashing and cursing, as the Germans tried to assess the situation through the tank's windows. Frustrated and unable to see clearly, the Germans began firing their machine gun indiscriminately. This only fueled the chef's anger, and he continued to strike the tank until the gun barrel was bent and deformed, rendering it useless. When the Germans tried to speed up to shake him off, the chef used his apron to block the window and his sleeves to plug the gaps. The Germans lost all visibility and, unable to see, drove straight into a tent. Now completely blind, they were at the mercy of the chef. To create the illusion of a large force, the clever chef made noise on top of the tank. He then gathered a pile of dry grass from the roadside, lit it on fire, and threw it inside the tank. The German soldiers, trapped and terrified, began to tremble. The chef, in broken German, shouted for them to surrender, making the Germans believe they were surrounded by Soviet forces. Unable to distinguish the number of enemies and unable to endure the smoke, the German soldiers finally gave in. They opened the hatch and surrendered with their hands raised. When the German soldiers emerged and saw only one man standing before them, they were stunned. They couldn't believe that a single, ordinary chef had managed to capture them. Later, when the chef's comrades returned from patrol and saw the German tank parked in the camp, they were frightened and quickly took cover. But the chef shouted that there was no need to be afraid, that it was their side. When they finally approached the camp, they were amazed to see not only a sumptuous dinner but also a captured tank and 4 German prisoners. The sight left the soldiers in awe. This story teaches us never to mess with a chef's masterpiece, otherwise, you know the consequences.